la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la
God,
diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Find yourself a quiet place to sit.
God,
For this meditation, make sure to turn off your phone and dim the lights if you can. This is your time, a time for total relaxation
God,
and inner stillness.
God, God,
Make sure that you are warm enough and that you are seated or reclined comfortably.
God,
Rest your hands loosely in your lap
God,
or by your sides.
God, God,
Now close your eyes.
God,
Take a long, slow, deep breath in,
God,
holding it for a moment,
God,
and then exhale slowly.
God,
Allowing any tension to melt away as you gradually relax
God,
deeper with each breath.
God, God, God,
Take another long, slow, deep breath in. Hold it for as long as is comfortable, and then exhale.
God, God, God,
Empty your lungs completely with your out-breath.
God, 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 God,
Take a third deep breath in. Hold it for a moment, and then let it go.
God, God,
You can already feel yourself drifting into a state of deep presence.
God, 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 God,
Continue to breathe slowly and gently as you bring your awareness to the top of your head.
God, 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 God,
Just sense or imagine a feeling of stillness beginning to spread down your head and face
God,
from the top of your scalp.
God, 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 God,
Feel the muscles in your forehead and temples relax.
God, 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 God,
Allow your eye muscles to release.
God, 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 God,
Let your cheeks and jaw soften and let go of all tension in your being.
God, God, God,
Now let this peaceful feeling flow down into your neck. Feel it loosening every tiny little muscle there.
God, God, God,
With each breath you take, this relaxing feeling becomes deeper and warmer.
God,
This peaceful feeling flows down from your neck into the rest of your body.
God,
It permeates every tiny little cell.
God,
It loosens all of your muscles from the top of your head to your fingertips
God,
to your toes,
God,
massaging you and soothing you and releasing you from tension.
God, 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 God,
As your body relaxes and your mind relaxes, your thoughts seem to become lighter.
God,
You are slipping further and further into a dreamlike state of stillness and relaxation.
God, God, God,
As you feel yourself sinking into the state of still presence, allow yourself to consider
God,
that there are two kinds of connections that we form with other people.
God, God, God,
There is the connection that is positive, which feels like love,
soy la diosa del amor,
joyous times spent together, fondness,
God,
care,
God,
compassion,
God,
soy la diosa,
fun,
God,
unconditional love,
God,
affection, and so much more.
God, God,
This kind of connection is an unconscious acknowledgement that we cannot be separate because we are all one.
God, God, God,
This positive connection can never be severed.
God, 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 God,
And there is a connection that is negative, that feels like fear, attachment, worry, obligation,
God,
desperation,
God,
need,
God,
jealousy,
God,
guilt,
God,
and so much more. This kind of connection is an unconscious thought that we are separate, and so we must hold on desperately to each other.
God, 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 God,
Because of this, the energetic appearance of this desperate attachment appears like a rope or a cord between you and the other person.
God, 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 God,
And this negative attachment can be released.
God, God,
You can form cords with anyone you have a meaningful relationship with, or anyone you have had a meaningful relationship with.
God,
And each cord is damaging to you in its very own way.
God, God, God,
This cord that attaches you to them prevents you from experiencing love. It contains all of the painful patterns and dynamics that exist between you.
God, God, God,
You are not free to love and to be loved until the cord
God,
is set free.
God, God,
You cannot move on from the relationship or let the relationship evolve into something better
God,
until this cord is released.
God, 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 God,
Bringing your awareness back to your breath, feel again how your breath warms you and brings you deeper into the state of still presence.
God, 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 God,
Now mentally ask to see one person in your life who you are attached to by a cord.
God, God,
See or feel or sense this person as if they are standing or sitting in front of you.
God, 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 God,
Maybe it's a lover,
God,
maybe it's a spouse or a child,
God,
maybe it's your parent or sibling,
God,
maybe it's a close friend, maybe it's someone who hurt you very much or even abused you,
God, God,
maybe it's a client or a student,
God,
maybe it's a teacher or a boss
God,
or a coworker.
God,
No matter who appears before you,
God,
take some time to observe them and accept that this person is someone with whom you have a painful bond.
God, 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 God,
This person is the person who your being wishes to set free and be set free from.
God,
mentally ask to see this cord that attaches you to each other.
God, 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 God,
Imagine or sense or feel this negative energetic structure,
God,
this cord that ties you and this other person together.
God, 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 God,
What does this cord look like?
God, God, God,
Where is it attached to your body?
God, 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 God,
Where is it attached to theirs?
God, God, God,
What feeling do you get from this cord?
God, 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 God,
Just allow yourself to fully experience this cord as if you are learning everything that you can learn about it.
God, 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 God,
Cords contain powerful lessons.
God,
Allow yourself to learn from this cord.
God, God, God,
In order to release cords effectively, you have to understand the negative patterns that are a feature of your relationship with this person, and you have to understand why the cord is there.
God, God, God,
Feel or sense or see the dominant negative patterns in your relationship with this person.
God, God, God,
Why might you have allowed them to attach this cord to you?
God, 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 God,
Why might they have allowed you to attach this cord to them?
God, God, God,
Why might you still want the cord to be there?
God, 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 God,
What purpose does it serve?
God, God, God,
What are you afraid will happen if this cord is not there?
God, 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 God,
Now mentally ask yourself, am I ready to release this cord so that it is no longer there?
God,
If the answer is no, ask yourself why you are not ready.
God,
If the answer is yes, ask yourself why you are ready.
God,
Honor the answer, no matter what the answer may be. You may not be ready to release this cord just yet.
God,
If this is the case, just honor the role that this cord is currently playing in your life,
God,
and let it be there for as long as it needs to be there,
God,
until you are ready to release it.
God,
That might take minutes. It might take days. It might take years.
God,
Or you may never want to release this cord. Honor yourself.
God,
You should never cut a cord just because you think you should.
God, 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 God,
We never want to literally cut an energetic cord.
God,
Doing this is traumatizing to both you and the other person.
God,
It also leaves the cord in a state where it can grow back and reattach to that person. Instead, we want to release the cord. Releasing a cord does not mean that you have to lose contact with the person if you do not want to, or that it will weaken your positive connection to them if you want one. It also does not mean this person will disappear from your life unless you consciously make that happen by severing contact with them. Instead, releasing this cord makes space for a pure positive connection that is no longer overshadowed by painful attachments. It is letting go of attachment so genuine love can take its place. You may feel like you have something you need to say to the other person in order to clear the slate and release any pent-up thoughts or emotions that you need to express in order to feel ready to release this cord. If so, let yourself take as much time as you need so you can say whatever you need to say. And when you are ready to release this cord, imagine or sense where this cord is attached within you. And now imagine a beautiful, benevolent energy in the color of your choice, emanating from the core of your body. See or feel or sense this powerful, benevolent energy reaching out to find the end of the cord that is attached to you. When it does find the cord, imagine this energy flowing into the cord and completely through it to the source of the cord. Imagine or sense this energy pushing the cord out and away from your body and dissolving its attachment to you from the inside out. If you need, you can imagine yourself assisting this benevolent energy by softly and with care and love pulling the end of this cord that is attached to you from you. Imagine the cord falling from the other person, its attachment being dissolved from the inside out. As the cord drops to the floor, no longer attached to either of you, feel yourself being set free from your painful connection to this person. Feel yourself being released from the painful holding pattern that you were in with this person. Look upon this cord with love and understanding for what it was trying to do. Watch as this benevolent energy loves it into a state where it is allowed to die. Feel and see
God,
there being no more energy in this cord.
God,
See the cord going stale.
God, 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 God.
Now imagine yourself picking up this precious cord and tying a knot in the center to signify that it is no longer live.
God, God, God,
Now see or feel yourself releasing this cord in whatever way calls to you the most.
God,
Perhaps you want to place it in a fire and watch it turn to smoke.
God,
Perhaps you want to drop it in the ocean,
God,
or send it down a river or a waterfall. Perhaps you want to bury it in the soil.
God,
Do whatever it is that you feel called to do in order to fully release this cord
God,
and the painful attachment to this other person with it.
God, 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 God.
Now imagine again you and this person standing across from each other.
God,
And now that no cord binds you to one another,
God,
imagine this powerful, beautiful, benevolent energy in the color of your choice, filling in the space inside you
God,
and inside them where this cord used to be attached.
God, 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 God,
See and feel it healing and loving you and them back into a state of wholeness.
God, 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 God,
Once this energy is done healing and loving your body back into a state of wholeness,
God,
where the space that the cord used to occupy is now completely filled back in,
God,
see this benevolent energy filtering and expanding outwards in slow motion
God,
to form a cocoon of glowing bright white light
God,
around you
God,
and another around this person.
God, 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 God,
Know that the universe is caring for this person, and if you feel the urge to do so, send them love as you see or feel the image of them slowly fade.
God, God, God,
Now breathe in and breathe out 6 times without my voice guiding you, allowing yourself to feel the loving support and connection
God,
of this glowing life force energy that is holding you in its protective embrace.
God, 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 God.
Feel the relief of this cord being released.
God,
You are part of a vast unified wholeness, free from all concerns about the future, free from all concerns about the past.
God,
You are weightless and timeless.
God,
You are free to experience life in any way you choose.
God,
You cannot lose your connection with anything.
God,
That is a promise from me to you.
God,
Soy la diosa del
God, God,
la diosa del
God,
soy la diosa del amor.
Spend as much time as you need adjusting to the new feeling of being without this cord.
God, God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Allow yourself the space and time
God,
and openness to receive insights about what has just occurred.
Diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor. Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Open to love and genuine connection that is free from painful attachments.
God,
You are now ready to return to the full waking state
God,
and to take this sense of newfound freedom and genuine love with you into your daily life.
God, God, God,
So become aware of your physical body and the room in which you sit.
God,
Wiggle your toes and fingers,
God,
and when you are ready
God,
and in your own time, gently open your eyes.
God, 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 God,
In the future, when you are releasing cords on your own,
God,
without the help of a guided meditation, know that it is also an option to imagine that as the cord hits the ground, it transforms instantly into hundreds of butterflies that flutter away. For some people, this technique adds an amplified sense of freedom to the process.
God, God,
Soy la diosa del amor.
God,
Soy la diosa del amor.